When you first open Premiere Pro, you get your start screen or your welcome screen where you can create a new project, open an existing project, and then usually over here on the right there is a list of recently opened projects. So I'm going to go ahead and click on New Project. The first thing that you want to do is make sure that you give it a proper name. So I'm just going to go ahead and call this Test, because I'm not creating anything specific. And you need to browse and find the folder on your desktop where you have all of your video clips saved. So this is right here. So if you were doing a music video, you would have a folder on your desktop called Music Video. If you were doing a scavenger hunt, you would have one on your desktop called Scavenger Hunt, so forth and so on. We always, when we're working with video, we always do it from the desktop because it does not work well over a network. Okay, so that's very important. Click the OK button and it will take you to the program. Now, Premiere Pro is a big program. It takes a little bit longer than some others to get open. As with other Adobe products and most other software, you have your menu bar up here at the top with File, New, Open, Saves, Import, Export up there. Edit, Cut, Copy, Paste, Clip, Sequence, Markers, Graphics, Window, where you can find all of your other panels if you happen to close one, and then the Help one. Up here at the top are different setups for all of your panels and all of your workspace. Depending on what it is you're trying to do, these will change what your workspace or what your workspace has open. Most of the time, you're probably going to be using editing, effects, and I think that was it. Editing and effects. Oh, and graphics so that you can put in some credits and titles. Okay. Up here on the left, you can see that you have some panels that are docked together. When you do put an effect on, it's going to show up here in the effect controls. Up here is your program. Once you get a clip on your timeline, and I'll go ahead and import one real quick just so that you can see. Well, actually, I'll show you in a minute. So there's different things you can do. If I double click on this, it opens up in the source here. You can actually clip or edit your individual clip up here before you put it on your timeline. Once you import it, it shows up here in your project bin. You can organize your project bin with new folders. If you have lots of different files of different types, you might want to organize it in bins. You can change the view of it from list to, and I'm going to shrink this a little bit. My record button got in the way. To icon view, so list view and icon view. You can trash files from in there, and you can do a new item, search, and when you have stuff, you can actually automate it to your sequence. So once you have a clip, you can drag it over here and drop it on the timeline, and then you actually see the timeline with the times here and the different tracks. Think of your tracks like layers. You can layer things on top of one another, over one another, so that you can transition from one to another in the method that you want. V stands for video, A is for audio. So typically when you bring in video, you also have an audio clip with it. So that's why this is on A1 and V1. You can lock either or layer using these, okay? And you can hide or mute different tracks as well. Anything that's on the timeline shows up here in the program window. You can use these to zoom in and out and control how big your screen is. This is your playhead position. This is your playhead. Okay, you can see how it moves. If we start over from the right is 2 numbers are your frames, then your seconds, minutes, hours. Okay, this over here shows you the duration of what you have. So it's saying that we have 22 seconds and 2 frames on our timeline here. You can hit the play button here so that you can test what you have. Whenever you save, we saved it initially the first time, but if you're not sure, you can do a save as to make sure that it's going to the correct folder on your desktop. You want all the clips as well as the project files to be in this same folder so that it stays organized. Okay? And when you're done for the day, you'll just want to make sure that you're saved and close before you log out.